All right, going through some pedals. I was just doing the middle of a different live stream and it hit the wrong button. It crapped out on me, so back at it again with a new title, but it's actually more apt to what we're doing. So just going through some pedals. So basically, uh, let's see, a year and a half ago I moved, and then I got a new job, and then um, things just got crazy at work, and I haven't unpacked all of my pedals from that move. And honestly, I keep them all in their boxes that they came with, basically. So I am trying to figure out one, what should I do with the boxes? So I think I'm going to move the boxes to the basement and put them in a plastic storage bin. But then two, I'm trying to figure out what pedals I should keep and what pedals I should get rid of. So feel free to comment and let me know what your recommendations are, because I feel like I have too much stuff and I could always use some extra money and start selling some things. So let's see. Here's a pedal, not in a box. Uh, this thing is not very good. If you ever have the opportunity to buy this, don't. This is the Tone City Madstone. I tried so hard to get a good sound out of this, and I just couldn't. So this thing is a germanium fuzz, I think. Yep. And it just farts. Sorry. Sorry, Tone City. Because, the Durple is great. Like, they make some great pedals. This is just happens not to be one of them, in my opinion. Not a great pedal. Even though it's a germanium fuzz at a great cost or a great price, you feel like it's going to be good. I have never found a good sound with this, but if you have, let me know. That's the Madstone from Tone City, kind of an affordable pedal manufacturer. So I'll put that in the maybe pile. Maybe keep that, but probably not. Let's see what's up next. What's up next? This thing, this thing was actually sent to me by X Sonic. I have a video coming out on it in a little bit. This is the X Sonic Looper. This thing is kind of cool because if you use a like Mustang Micro, like a Mustang Micro headphone amp, which I talk about all the time, or if you use like the Positive Grid Spark, you can plug this thing into it via USB. So via USB-C or USB-A, into the actual amp, into the amp's USB, and it will take the audio from the amp and then you can loop with it. So it's a really cool way to be able to loop with the Fender Mustang Micro, and the Fender Mustang Micro Plus, as well as Positive Grid Spark. It works pretty well. I tried it out. I sent them some feedback on a couple things, but yeah, so you should check out the U Looper. I am gonna release a video on that in a little bit. I already have finished recording it. I just got to edit it, but definitely kind of cool if you want to look into it. Oh wait, I'm gonna get rid of the box. That's right. Actually, I'm gonna put that somewhere else too because it's more useful than keeping it like in a pedal cabinet. Let's see what's next. This was a gift from my dad. So this is the FS01 by Flamma. It's a drum machine and looper in one. I imagine it sounds like the Flamma FX10, which is like a headphone guitar amp that has a drum machine inside of it. I've never actually used this. This got packed away. Like I got this as a gift, I think, for my birthday, and then we moved like a month later, so I never actually got to use it. So I'll set that aside and give it a shot. Let's see here. So Flamma FS01. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll put that in the looper pile. I'm gonna start making some piles here. Piles. So this will be the modulation pile. This is gonna be tremolo, so that's modulation as well. Ooh, fuzz and delay. Oh, hey, thanks, Berry Juice. I try to be a good person. Appreciate that. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. Who's out there? If you guys don't know about this, I love these pedals. This is what is it? Fjord Fuzz. I think out of Norway, and they have these cool copper panels on top, but they just are some gnarly, gnarly fuzzes. And this one is a fuzz and a delay in the same pedal. It's called the Bifrost, and it has room for an expression pedal too, so you can control the delay. And yeah, this thing is just really cool. So that goes in the distortion fuzz pile. That goes over there. Clean boost, I'll put that with distortion. Pitchfork. Pitch shifting, I'm gonna call that modulation. Let's see here. DS1 and a DS1. Those both go in the distortion pile. Let's see, Hot Cake. Like I said before, one of my favorite drives of all time. JHS Taco Bolt. That was sort of a limited edition pedal that they did. I like it. It's all right. I might sell that. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. Let's see. Cool. So what's next? What's next? Oh, no big deal. Don't worry about that. This is a great reverb pedal. This is actually my go-to reverb pedal. So when I moved, I took all my pedals off the pedal board, and I need to build a new pedal board again. But yeah, this is my favorite reverb pedal that I own. I think it gives Strymon a run for their money, and I find that having like a spring, a plate, and a hall with the ability to have a preset, and I think there's actually a fourth one in here. Like when you register it, there's like actually a fourth sound. But I don't know. This is just, it's so easy to use. I like the form factor. I like the top mount, and I don't need MIDI. And so this is all I feel like I need inside of a reverb pedal. So it's nice to have. I'll put that over here. Yeah. Rise like the sun, come bathe in her. Endless reflections, for even the shadows know you remain forever golden. I like a pithy. I like a pithy box. I don't know what that means. This is exciting. This is a gift. This was my Christmas present from my wife, and it's really fun. I've used it a little bit as like as a preamp just for recording. I haven't done too much with it yet, but really excited to do more. This actually is not going in the pedal drawer. This is going near my desk. But yeah, that's the JHS Color Box V2, and it's super, super cool. It can do so much stuff. It can give you like fuzz sounds, drive sounds as a boost. It's great as an EQ. You can, one of my favorite things about this that I didn't even realize it did until I started using it is you can shift where the treble, mid, and bass is. So when you actually are boosting or EQing the treble, mid, and the bass, you can kind of shift where and what frequencies of the mid you're boosting and what frequencies of the treble you're boosting. So this thing is super, super useful. You can get, it's like a Swiss Army knife. It really has so many options, like so many things you can do with it. Put that over there. I think I have to get more storage boxes for all these boxes. Is that stupid? Should I just get rid of the boxes? I don't know. Do you guys keep your boxes for like electronics and stuff that you buy in the chat? Do you guys? I'd love to know. Like one day if I want to sell this, like having the box might be good, right? But storing it seems like not worth it. But I don't know. Oh, this is super rad. So this is a broadcast AP, the Ariel Posen Hudson Electronics joint, and I got this at Ariel's show in Boston, and he signed it for me, and I'm grateful for that. This thing sounds so cool. This is such an awesome pedal. Ariel Pose and AP2, the broadcast. It just has such an amazing like range of tones. It's got both like the silicon and germanium transistors in there, and so just having a stacking silicon and germanium kind of it acts like a preamp, so it's not like a fuzz right out of the box. Um, it really acts more like a preamp, a germanium preamp or a silicon preamp, and yeah, this thing's awesome. And this one's signed. I appreciate that. That's cool. I love that color. It looks like something from like you'd carry on your back in World War II, and like people who are in Vietnam or something when you're working on the radio. It looks like something kind of old school from an army surplus store. Oh wait, I'm not putting it back in the box. That's right. I'm putting it in a shelf. So this box goes over here. Yeah, Army. Thank you. No one's told me if you guys keep the boxes to your pedals or not. Do any of you actually keep the boxes, or do you throw them away? Or do you not have any pedals? And at which point I feel like I'm just gloating now, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so this one's going in the drives drawer. Let's see, what's next? This is a classic Nobles OD1 or ODR, but this is actually ODR Mini. These things are so cute, and they sound great, and they're a little more affordable. I think they're like less than $100, and I love the drive sound in these. So that one I'll keep out. I don't know if I'll use it right away or not with building a pedal board, but I might. I need to get like an overhead camera that I can switch back and forth for, so you can see the piles I'm making. You don't throw. Got it. Fair enough. Feels like so much space used up for nothing, but I guess that's okay. Let's see what this is. This better not be another DS1. No, this is a cool pedal. Space Echo, the RE2, the compact Space Echo pedal from Boss. This thing is really fun, and it sounds great. I love this thing. Great sounding reverb in here and delay. This is just an awesome pedal. Space Echo RE2. That's going in the reverb. Maybe I'll put, I don't have that many reverb pedals, so maybe I'll put reverb and delay in the same, it's on the same shelf. Then I can keep a shelf for camera equipment. Cool, what's next? All right, that's another box unpacked. Here we go. Ruby. I always keep the boxes, but they live in the attic out of the way. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna get some plastic storage containers to put the boxes in so that they don't get moldy, or I don't know, vermin don't get into them or something. And then yeah, put them in the basement or the attic. That's good. I know, they're so beautiful. I hate to get rid of boxes. Okay, Ruby, amp in a box. This is the Vox style amp from UA Audio. Legend has it, if you can call it a legend, the Edge was playing these live at the big dome in Las Vegas. These things sound great. I love these pedals. This one and what's the Dream, I think is the other one. Yeah, I see it back there. Yeah, so the Dream. Those are the two that I have. I know they just released the new Dumble style one. I can't remember what it's called now, but if it sounds as good as these do, I would consider getting it, because it's these things are great. Wait. Sing like the vaunted nightjar. Brilliant tapestries of sound fill the London night with splendor. Her name is Ruby. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like it's an adult toy. Like with the color that it is, and that whatever that is that they wrote, their little poem. It's not a haiku, but it's some prose of some sort, I guess. Yep, that's the Ruby, the adult Ruby. Okay, there it is. This thing's great. Amp in a box. This is gonna go wherever there's room. I don't have a shelf for amps in a box. Let's see here. I bought this to do a shootout between different interfaces to see if there's any differences in sounds. I haven't done that video yet. I should still do that video. Would you like to see that video? I don't know. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go find where this should go. All right, I put it with a couple other boxes of interfaces that I bought, entry-level interfaces that I bought to see if there's a difference in sound when you're recording with them, because I suspect there has to be. I'm just wondering how much interfaces actually matter, especially like at a home studio beginner kind of level. So I'll make that video, I guess. Oh, this goes with the Boss. Is this the RE2? What are you? Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh no, this is a DS1 manual. All right, that goes with the DS1. You can go over there, my friend. This thing is interesting. I've never actually used it. I bought it because I was really excited for a while to add some harmonies to my voice when I'm playing acoustic, like open mics or something like that. So this is the Harmony Singer. This thing is cool. I don't know if you guys have used these or not, but I should get this out and play with it. But basically, it can pick up and interpret the key of what you're playing in based on the guitar. You send your guitar signal in through here, and then in through here, and then you put your microphone into it, and then as you sing, if you want like thirds or fifths or whatever harmonies you might want, this will harmonize your voice for you. So you can kind of get like, I don't know, a poor man's Bon Iver kind of sound or something like that, which is what was in my head for why I wanted it. Like, kind of like a vocoder, but for while you play your guitar. But I haven't used it yet. So maybe that's another live video to try, is like to just experiment using this thing. I'm gonna keep this one in the box because I'm gonna have to look at the instructions and stuff for a bit when I actually start using this. So Harmony Singer 2. Anyone have any experience with this? Let me know, because it feels like it could be cool. Let's see, keep going. I'm exhausted. Just ABY box from JHS. This goes in the utilitarian pile. And that goes over there. Oh, I've been looking for this. This is a cloud lifter. So if you have an SM7 microphone, I'll go get it. Oh. Yeah. So this is the SM7B from Shure, which is a microphone you see a lot of podcasters using. I love it. I love the way this thing works and sounds, but it needs a little bit more gain than usually what's on tap in some interfaces. So you might get like a little background hiss if your preamp's not that good, because you kind of have to crank your preamp to run this. So this thing, the cloud lifter, actually lifts up the level of what goes into this, or lifts up the level coming out of this, so that you get more, so that you don't have to turn your gain up so high on your preamp as you're recording. So this thing is really helpful, and I haven't had it, and now I know where it is. So that's awesome. I'm going to put that over by my desk. All right. Another utilitarian pedal. This is just like a noise gate slash. What's kind of cool is it also works as an effects loop too. So if you want to like run your, if you want to, run reverbs before you're distortions or something like that, and mix and match or do different things, you can use this. The Electro Harmonics silencer. This thing is cool. Where should you go? You're going to go into the utilitarian pile, my friend. All right. What else do we have here? There's some random stuff in here, man. Let's see. What is that? This was shipped to me. What are you? What are you? Oh, yeah. Overdrive preamp. This is, that's cool. This is not the special edition, I don't think. I think this is just a normal one, right? Yeah, these things sound great. I don't know if I need this. This might be something I sell. It's kind of, it sounds good, but it's kind of a one-trick pony, and I have other things that do this. I don't know. I'm going to do some tone testing and compare this to some other things and see which ones I like. Oh, don't put it back in the box, idiot. All right, that's going to go in the overdrive pile. What is it, DOD? I think it's based on the original DODs, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's kind of cool to have that. Here's another one. Let's see. Oh, yes. This thing is fun. This is kind of embarrassing. I bought this when I was really into Dune. Because of House Atreides and the name, and I was like, well, if it's anything related to Dune, I should probably get it, check it out. There are some really cool sounds in this. But I feel like it takes a while to find them. I found myself getting sweaty using this. It was it was a long night. I feel like it was multiple nights of me just like bent over it. I think I have permanent back damage from trying to just keep using this pedal and find fun sounds with it. I actually should do some Googling about, different settings that people have. If you have one of these, let me know what your favorite settings are. The Atreides by Way Huge. Atreides. Yeah. This thing is cool, though. I actually want to play with this some more, which is a good sign. So it's not so hard to use that I'm afraid of it. It's kind of, like, what do they call it? They call it an analog weirding module, and it does. It has like some fuzz to it. You can do some like rates, kind of glitchy sounds. Like it's got a lot of different things going on with this pedal. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna play with this. This is gonna go in the, for lack of a better pile, next to the modulation pile. Whoa, what else is in here? What the hell is it? There's some picks. I feel like it's drugs or something. Yeah, it's a lot of little picks. Cool. Oh, it's a little taste tester of Dunlop picks. Are Way Huge and Dunlop associated? I don't know. Well, you tell me. I asked the question. Cool. Picks. Keep it in the box. Call it case candy. In case I ever sell it. Let's see. So that's the Atreides. Getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Sort of. Not really. Oh, this one. Yikes. This one, I got influenced on this one. I'm not going to lie. There's been so much talk about the Deco that I was like, I don't own a lot of, actually, this is the only Strymon pedal I own now. I had a Cloudburst and I had a was the Brig, the smaller compact version of the Memory Man. Is that what it was? I can't. It's a delay of some sort, I think. Yeah, I think it was a Brig. Am I tripping? I don't know. But anyway, I was like, the Deco. So many people have been talking about it. I gotta buy one of these and check it out. And it's fine. It's fine. I just think that it might not be for me, or I just need to spend some more time with it. Um, I think right now there's this trend, like with like the lo-fi stuff that is now like 5 years popular, and then like I don't know, some like just like vintage '70s like analog, like gravitation back towards that classic stuff. I think people, if it says tape saturation, they just get excited, and so then they think like, oh, this is the sound, this is the sound of being authentic and heritage and blah blah blah. And it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna play with this some more. Where should I put that? What box does that go in? What, it comes with its own cord. um Saturation and double tracker, I'll put that in between the modulation and the drive area, because you can kind of crank that thing a little bit, and get a little bit of breakup and stuff with the saturation and everything. So yeah, all right, cool. Forgot I had that actually, and maybe it'll go on the board. I don't know. I'll have to play with it because I still like so many people like it. Like I feel like I don't know. It seems like it's all over. It seems like it's like one of those like best pedals of the last 10 years kind of lists, like it shows up. And so I don't know. I don't know. I might not get it. I might not be good enough to understand. All right, what's next? So electro harmonic. Yes. Yes, the Qtron envelope filter. This thing is classic. If you've never played one of these, this is super vibey, and you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. Um, Atreides, it's Dunlop, Way Huge. Yeah, okay, so Way Huge is owned by Dunlop. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that actually. That explains why there's so many picks. Um, cool. Yeah, so this thing, Electroharmonics, Qtron, this is the classic envelope filter. It I don't really need it. I don't really play music that needs this anymore, but it could be fun. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. Actually, maybe if should have thought about this sooner. If something's going in the maybe pile, I should have kept it in the box so that I don't have to go track down the box for these things that I might be selling or getting rid of or whatever. Well, whatever. My wife has this saying, like when you're cleaning up the house, like a one touch. Like if you go and you grab something, you shouldn't grab it and then like set it down somewhere else while you get distracted and do something else. You should just like take it all the way to the dishwasher. Don't set it in the sink. Rinse it in the sink if you need to. Put it in the dishwasher. One touch. Don't just progress short like the. It's like playing football. Don't just progress little down by down kind of thing. But I just like take it all the way every time. And I'm really bad at that with like ADHD brain. So there's, if you can't tell, watching me like lose my mind right now over pedals. So yeah, anyway, I should just have kept them in the box. Dang it. All right, what's next? Oh shit. This one's a kind of a crazy one. This one, I think an animal peed on. I bought this in off Reverb, and it came like that, stained, and it smelled bad in the box. And I didn't open it soon enough to be able to send it back and complain about it. But whatever, it is what it is. I should probably just throw that box away. I'm not going to smell it anymore. But inside of it is a KTR, which is kind of cool. This is the Klon little brother, made in Massachusetts. Yeah, I don't really use Klons that much. I think I might sell this. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's just in a smelly box. I should probably just throw the box away, to be honest. Um, yeah, I don't know. Keep this as a maybe. It was wrapped in plastic, so I don't think this got harmed. And this never smelled. It was just the box that smells. Should I smell it right now? Oh, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry, guys. This is gross. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't smell anymore. So I don't know if it got damaged in the mail or if it was actually known that it was like stained or what, but it reeked. But anyway, such is life. And I never thought that I would smell a stained box on YouTube. And here we are. All right. This is the dream. So I showed the Ruby a minute ago. Ruby is the Vox style, where the Dream is like the 65 reverb amp that they call it, based on the Fender. And yeah, this thing is great. I'm gonna put this next to the Ruby, and I'm gonna keep it. I need to get some storage near my desk because these are nice to go straight into the interface with and record guitar with, or kind of reamp through. That works as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this and put that over there. The Dream. Oh, sorry, I've been reading these to everybody, so saddle up. Sweet yet clear. The long exhale of springs soaked in vibrato. A slow breakup from the perfect dream. That one doesn't sound like an adult toy like the Ruby one did, so at least there's that. It still seems seems a little I don't know, over the top, but there you go. Marketing, packaging design would be a fun job, actually. Speaking of fun packages, anyone know Heather Brown Electronics? Heather Brown Electronicals. I saw her at Fretboard Summit compete against Robert Keeley trying to build a fuzz in an hour. That was a lot of fun. And after that, so I had her first pedal, which was called God's Mom, which is like just a really nice overdrive. And ooh, I love a good sticker. Let's see. I support optical isolation. I'm not even smart enough to know what that means. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, boy. Let's get it. But yeah, anyway, this is a pedal that she made that I was like, at the time, super into. I've always loved some good fuzz, but this was a kind of tremolo and fuzz pedal in one. This is the Spirit in the Sky. And you know what? I think this one might glow in the dark. Should we try that? Hey, Google, turn off the studio lights. I don't know if it's dark enough to see this. Let's see if this works. Ooh, there we go. Oh, can you tell that it's glowing? I can't. I gotta turn these off too. God darn it. Boom. All right, what about now? Can you tell that it's glowing in the dark? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Hello. All right, hey Google, turn on the lights. Google didn't listen. Hey Google, turn on the studio lights. All right. Anyway, so yeah, this thing is cool. Fuzz, tremolo, one box. This thing is beautiful and fun. And it sounds great too. Highly recommend it. And she is awesome. I love supporting her too. She's like a small pedal boutique builder. And she was so nice at Fretboard Summit. So had to buy something. This was it. This is such a solid buy. Spirit in the Sky. Let's put this in our. Am I going to use this more for fuzz or tremolo. That's if I want tremolo. So I'm going to put that in the modulation. And that is going to go on the board. I hereby commit to putting that on my next pedal board that I build. And actually, the next pedal board I build, I kind of want to do a series of polls and do it on a live like this where you guys can help me vote and we can try some things out and A/B test and help me decide what sounds better. Just an idea, at least. What's this? The hell is this? Man, this is insane. I have too much stuff. Oh, this is pertinent. It's a live stream board, so I can like do different things when I'm live streaming. That, to be honest, I got overwhelmed by trying to figure out how all this stuff worked, and I gave up on it. Hence, this is why this is like my first live stream I think I've ever done, and I'm doing it with my iPhone. It's like I could probably figure out how to do this right, and maybe I will. Here, I'll put that over in the work on it later pile. I'm glad that was packaged well. Cool. What's next? This is special. This is really special. I don't know if you guys have heard of Little River Customs out of Alabama. These guys, and my wife's cousin up in upstate New York told his friend told me about these guys a few years back, and then every once in a while I'll see his pedals come up on like reverb lists as like some of the crazy shit that's on reverb right now. So I got this at my old house right before we moved, and I never got to actually unbox it. So you're seeing it for the first time with me. This is called the this is called the Robot Wizard. It's an octave down and a fuzz Robot Wizard. That's a cool box. Like just drawn on with a silver Sharpie. So let's check this out. I love an octave down anything, and then like a fuzz paired with it. Get out of here. This is perfect. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Check out that art. Robot Wizard just jamming together, getting crazy, doing the fuzz and doing the magic of pitching things down. What a brilliant name, and what a brilliant looking pedal. So you have octave 1, octave 2, and then you have a voice for them. So I think you can blend in like your first octave and your second octave, and maybe your current and then what your pitch down is, volume, tone, and fuzz. And then there's a switch that makes this little thing light up, which is fun. On or off, and then a switch. So I gotta play with this. I watched him do a demo of this, and I was like, I gotta have that. And a lot of his pedals are one of one. I think he has a couple that he batches, but this is a cool one. So that's going in the fuzz pile. Robot Wizard. It's called, in case you guys missed it, Little River Customs. And he makes just cool shit. Little River. It might be called LRC now. I think I saw on Instagram that he was changing the name to LRC. Yeah, LRC number 549. This is from 2023. Yeah, boy. This thing. Beautiful box, too. Beautiful, beautiful box. Now, see, UA, if Universal Audio drew characters on their boxes instead of putting pretentious poems on them, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental. I shouldn't be so judgmental. This was me. I bought 2 of these 5 years ago. This is the 2 Notes Cab M, and I heard like this is a cab simulator in a pedal, basically, where you can like load your own cab sims and everything. Um, you can use it as a DI, as a virtual cabinet. But then what they did is they put a preamp in here. I think it was based on the Leclerc preamp that they make. Two Notes is a French company, Leclerc. Um, I can't remember if it's actually the Leclerc preamp or something similar to it, but there's a preamp inside these now. So basically, this is an amp in a box, which is kind of cool because you have a lot of options in how to use it, and the preamp sounds pretty good, and it's tiny, so you could stick this on your pedal board. I had this idea. Oh, here's the other one. Hold on. So that's how big they are. That's the other one. So I bought two of them. I bought them both used at the time, I think on Musician's Friend or something like that. But my idea was that I was going to do a stereo setup, and then I was going to have like a kind of like a wet dry with these guys as my amps. I don't know. I never actually fulfilled the dream, and so now I'm wondering, should I? You tell me, should I still work on this dream of a wet dry setup with two amp in a boxes, or should I sell these? They sound pretty good. Like the preamp's fine, and putting some pedals into it, it takes pedals well, and there's a bit of headroom in it. Yeah, I mean it's a viable option. Should I do that? Yes. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate this. Um, my family is traveling right now, and I was like, I should probably use this time for something productive, and somehow this makes it feel productive. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Um, yeah. All right. Let's put this in the I got work to do pile. That's gonna be a video. All right. We're almost there. Oh no, we're not. There's a lot under there that I see. Shit. That makes sense because it seems like there should be more. This, I think, are just some microphones that I had. Yeah, this is just a microphone. I don't know about this thing. I was trying to find just a cheap microphone that I could use that kind of, I don't even remember. Kind of had like a nice condenser sound to it, but wasn't super expensive. I wanted to like double mic my amps and like use like an SM57 and a condenser mic on it. But the more I think about it, the less I want to do that anyway. And I actually am more interested in getting something like a Royer ribbon mic or something like that. So I don't know about this one. This one's going in the maybe pile. This one's going in the maybe pile. God, this is what happens when you have ADHD. You have too many ideas, and then kids. It's like I have all these unfulfilled ideas. It's a nightmare. And it's expensive. God damn it. I don't know. I could send my kids to college. Gotta sell some of this stuff. Yeah, this is fine. If you have a Spark, this is a foot controller for a Spark, like positive grid amp. So you can actually change your like presets, and I think you can turn on and off certain pedals based on your preset with this as a way to control what you're doing. I kind of had this, I thought maybe you could use it as a looper, which would have been really cool, but I don't think you can. So I never really got super stoked on it. I play my Positive Grid Spark 40 down in my living room almost every night. So I love that thing, but I don't ever feel like I actually need a foot switch for it anyway. This is going in the maybe pile. Not that it'll sell for much, but someone out there might want it more than me. Let's see. Superior Tone Machine. This was a impulse purchase. Where's that Heather Brown Electronicals Spirit in the Sky? So this is a Spirit in the Sky, just made by Thorpe instead. It's a fuzz and a trem. I would love to kind of shoot these two things out. This is the 6-0. This was like Anderton's 60th anniversary limited edition pedal signed. This is number 97 out of 200. God damn, I spend too much money on this stuff. I was excited. I think I had forgot I already had a tremolo and a fuzz pedal, or maybe I knew it and I just didn't care, and I was so excited about the limited edition thing. So there it is. It's actually still in its package. I've never used it, so I don't know how it sounds. So I'm going to put this in a maybe pile, and I'm going to tone test this and shoot this out against the Heather Brown Electronical Spirit in the Sky, and we'll see, is it the 6-0 or the Spirit in the Sky that becomes my fuzz tremolo go-to. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Ooh, this is sellable. Full tone. I don't know if any of you have seen all the stuff out there about what a kind of shitty person this dude is. I don't know anything about him aside from what I've heard on the internet. So, is that purple? Yeah, that's purple. This is a purple plimsoll. I didn't even know it was purple. This was a gift, actually. Someone gave this to me. They stopped using it. A little bit of rust on it. I don't know. It is what it is. Multi-stage, high gain, high sustain. Not really the type of playing I do. So I think you can kind of like do there's some options here where you can kind of get like a hard clipping or a soft clipping, or is this just hard clipping? What is this? I don't know. I want to know. Soft clip pedals, hard clip pedals. Yeah, this is hard clipping and soft clipping in one package. Yeah, all right, cool. Plimsoll, anyone? Anyone ever use that? I've never plugged it in. I don't know. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. Sometimes you just have to let things go. I'm not feeling drawn to this right now, so I don't think there's a reason for me to hang on to it. So that's gonna go on the sell pile. Let's see. Let's simplify your life. Let things go. All right. So all those pedals are not in boxes, so I don't have to go through the. Oh, why do I have two of these? Got another ABY box. Why did I buy two of these? I don't know, but I'm gonna put this with my Torpedo Cab M's for my 2-note wet dry setup, because I might be able to use that for it. I'm not sure if this will do like a ground lift to fix phase or not. Is that what this does? Is there a phase switch here on the side? Does anyone know? Let's see if I know. This is why it's nice to keep the boxes and the manuals, because you can look in the manual. Okay, yeah, so it's a polarity switch on the side. Yeah, I'm going to put this next to my wet dry 2-note setup, and then I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to try to get it back in here. Thanks, JHS, for selling me 2 of these. Oh, wait, I don't need it in the box. Oh, should I? Yeah, I don't need it in the box. I can look up anything I need to online. Goodbye. All right. Chip chop. Oh, keeping it going with JHS. So one of the things my kids do for me on like Father's Day or my birthday is basically go to JHS's website and find which picture they like the best, and then that's the pedal they'll get me for my birthday, or Father's Day or whatever, which I think is really cute. They've gotten me a few of these, so that's why I have as many JHS pedals as I do. This one, however, does not look like one that they would pick out. I don't think they would pick out a stink sandwich. Or is it a hot sandwich? You tell me. Is it smelly or is it hot? The muffaletta. Is that what this is? Yeah, the muffaletta. This is every big muff, or not every, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big muffs in one. Nice fuzz options, fuzz pedals. I've used this a couple times. I actually used this on one of my videos when I was recording a backing track for the video, and I really liked it. And I think, if I remember right, the big muff sound that I liked the best was actually the one that was marked JHS on the side. I don't know what that one is supposed to be based off of. It had it was just easier to EQ. It had like a less low end kind of built into it that I couldn't get out of there. Kraftvoller. Oh, that's in German. Sorry about that. More powerful, less compressed, and a more haunting mid-range. Also best for bass guitar. Huh. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's the one I hated. I don't know. Anyway, ignore me. I'm just here being an idiot. La Muffaletta. Oh, wait. Well, do I want this anymore? I'm not a big muff player, to be honest. This is going in the maybe pile. This is going in the maybe pile. The whole wall of sound thing, there's so many people do it so much better than me that, like, I don't know if the world needs me playing this pedal. Did you ever ask yourself that question? Does the world need me playing this pedal? Doesn't matter. Follow your joy. I don't know. Anyway. This thing I've had for a long time. I probably would say this is one of the more... This is probably the first... Let me think about it. This is probably the first expensive pedal I've ever bought. This is the Origin Effects Cali 76 compressor pedal. And I bought this, I think because I saw on, like, forums online, someone recommended that you could, like, outboard audio to this, and it sounded great. And so I was like, oh, I need that in my life. And then I've proceeded to use it a lot. It's still in pretty good condition. I love that it uses the screw-on jewels for the light, by the way. These things are built like tanks. All of the Origin Effects stuff is just very, very well built. This thing is heavier than my FX3, which is crazy. But yeah, so this is a really nice compressor. Do I want to put this by my desk, or am I going to put this on a pedal board? Feels like it's too perfect to put on a pedal board, and I don't usually use a lot of compression on a pedal board. I feel like I might use this more when I'm trying to, like, get some sounds out of my recording. I don't know. Anyone in the comments? Put it on a pedal board. Keep it for outboard recording. I don't know. I'll put it in the maybe pile for now, or I guess I'll put it with the 2-note stuff for now. The project pile. Okay. This was another gift. This is a Father's Day present a couple years ago. Most of my pedals are either impulse buys in the middle of the night, the day after payday, or they are presents from my daughters. This is the Sus Mary Josep, Sus Mary Josep, uh, from Mythos. This is in conjunction with RJ Ronquillo, uh, RJ Ronquillo, Kilo. I don't know if he pronounces it as a ya or a la. But yeah, this is from RJ and his collaboration with Mythos. And I sent my wife 5 pedals, and this is the one my daughters picked out for my, I don't know, it's for her birthday, I think. No, for Father's Day, actually. It was Father's Day because I went to go play golf after this. So that was a rough day, actually. It was kind of a rough day. Some crazy shit happened that day. But anyway, beautiful pedal, beautiful color. This thing is awesome. And this thing sounds unreal. It is so cool. It's got like kind of like a reverb echo in it, overdrive, and a treble boost all in one. This thing, this is like a give me this pedal and an amp, and is kind of all you need, which is really cool. I love this pedal's great. I'm gonna put that in the overdrive slash boost pile for now. Oh, thanks, Mythos. I saw that I found this on the ground in my closet, so it must have come out of this box. Because I think that's the only Mythos pedal I own. All right, we're getting to an hour. I'm going to stop at the hour because I am tired. Pack rat? I don't have a rat. This is the only rat pedal I have. I've never really been big into the rats. I think this pedal has made me understand why people love them. Like a rat is a sound, and it's pretty fun. I think like if I played in like some stoner metal band or something, I would use this a lot. I don't. Maybe I should. Who wants to start a band? But yeah, these pedals are so cool. The ones that have multiple versions of different rats throughout the ages, or different big muffs throughout the ages. These things are awesome. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. I don't know if I need it. I don't know if it's speaking to me, but I might. It's a nice thing to have as a tool. So let's get through this drawer. There's like 4 left. All right, power through. more JHS pedals. Man. 3 series. Fuzz. This thing is actually pretty nice. You just turn it up and crank it. And when you're not in fat mode, it's really responsive to your volume, which is great. This thing is pretty solid. I actually, for the price, this might be my favorite fuzz pedal for the price, because it's like less than $100. Or I should say it is $100, I think. Yeah, that pack rat is the best rat. Or are you asking which of the rats on the pack rat is the best rat? Because that, I don't remember which one I've liked the best. Let me see if anything sparks a memory. What was the LA rat? What's that one based off of? 1986, made by Ibanez in the 80s. Oh, interesting. Best modified rat circuits ever. Instead of relying on hard clipping from traditional diodes, the circuit overloads the op amp and clips the rails to produce a very different flavor of rodent tone. I don't know. The LA one stood out to me. I don't know if that's the one I liked using or not. It seems familiar though. Like maybe that was my favorite on here. It'd be funny. It would be funny if that was my favorite rat sound in the pack rat, because it's maybe the least traditional rat sound, and it just shows you how much rat I actually use. Cool. Oh, this might be the only tube screamer I own. And it's not even really a tube screamer. It's the East River Drive from Electro Harmonics. This thing is kind of green box overdrive tube screamer sound. It has its own sound to it too. I'm not so well versed in it that I can tell you exactly what that sound is in comparison. But I bought it to do the tube screamer thing, like the Texas blues, kind of boost the mids in a Fender amp and kind of tighten it up a little bit. And it works. I don't play that a lot, so I don't know if I need this. This is going to go on the maybe pile. But it's kind of cool to have one because I actually bought this as another project to do, which is this is a TS-808 tube screamer. It's got the old vintage style power plug in the back, which is a pain in the butt. But this is like, I bought this for parts essentially, and I was going to try to fix it because somebody was selling it and basically said they know what was wrong with it. They have the parts to replace it, and they think it's doable, and they wanted some money. And so I was like, yeah, I can buy that from you. And so there's what this is. So maybe if this project, I'll put this in the project pile, but if this fails, then I'll keep the East River Drive maybe, so I at least have some kind of tube screamer. All right, 3 more. 4 more. Nope, 3 more. This thing is not as cool as it looks. This goes with an HS9. Or what is it? Is it HS9 or is it H9? Whatever, the Eventide pedal that is super fucking sorry, pardon my French, super complicated to use. And this just allows you to kind of like cycle through better, having 2 foot switches on the front and the back. Or I mean, not on the front and the back, to go left and right, to go up and down, however you want to say it. I bought that Eventide H9 pedal, and I was so excited when I got it. This was like probably 3 or 4 years ago. Well, yeah, probably at least, maybe 5 years ago. Pandemic, I think it was during lockdown that I bought this to start playing around with. So I don't even know where the Eventide H9 pedal is. Oh, here it is. There's the pedal it goes with. Those 2 things go together. I had such a hard time trying to figure out how to use this thing and make it work that I'm going to put that in the maybe pile because I might sell it. Let's see. Almost done. Oh, bought this in Detroit. Detroit, baby. This is the triple function octave from Third Man. This thing wasn't cheap, and I just bought it on a whim, like an idiot. I got super caught up in being in. So I don't know if you whoever is listening knows this, but Jack White of the White Stripes, of famed guitarist Jack White, has a couple stores called Third Man Records. Well, he has a record company called Third Man Records, and they actually press vinyl. But they have a couple factories. One is, I think, in Nashville, Tennessee somewhere at least, and then one is in Detroit. And so when I was in Detroit, I went to a store, I went to the shop. It was really cool, and I got super excited about this. Look at this fucking thing. This thing is nuts. It looks like old telegraph. And so this was designed in partnership with Copper Sound, which I can't really tell you much about Copper Sound. I'm not super familiar with them. But basically, the way that I think I understand this is it is a pitch down, pitch up, or mute. So basically, I can stomp down to lower a pitch, I can stomp up to raise a pitch, and then I can mute it. Trying to think if there's anything special about it. It has a send and return, in and out, send and return. There's something about these locks, like maybe it locks it up or down, or so you can't, like, it doesn't change it if you step on it. I don't know. I'd have to read the instructions on this. It's not limited edition. I think they have a bright yellow one that was a limited edition one. So I think you can buy this, actually. Um, they're not cheap. Also built like a tank. Literally feels like something that would be a prop in a World War II movie. Um, this is how you sink a U-boat. Anyway, yeah, this thing is nuts. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? No, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to play with it. This will be another live. I'll do a live of playing with this thing, and we'll see if it's worth keeping or not. Man, it is foam fit package in there. That's impressive. Oh wait, that's not this. That's the yeah, chupa. Okay, there we go. I'm losing it. All right, man. Being able to do anything for an hour and not being interrupted by my kids is wild. I'm not gonna lie. This is absolutely wild. I feel so refreshed. I can just do whatever I want. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Wampler Tumnus. Do I need this? You know what? I don't want this. I want the Tumnus that had the little guy from Chronicles of Narnia as the art. This is a Klon. It's a little mini Klon. The Tumnus. The mini Tumnus by Wampler. Thing sounds good. I like Wampler pedals. I feel like he's one of those like OGs that's been around for a minute, but has like doesn't get as much like cred or as much like discussion about his stuff, and it's all great. Like I've every Wampler pedal I've played, I've liked. Like I said when I opened up that KTR, I don't really play Klons that much, so. Do I need it? Do I want it? Should I sell it? That's gonna go in the maybe pile. In the maybe pile. Kaboomskis. What the heck is this? Dual channel digital delay with a loop from Joyo. I think this might have been a. I got someone sent this to me to make a video. Joyo sent this to me to make a video about maybe. I don't know. No, because I would have made a video about it. I don't know where this came from. Anyone have one of these? Ever use one of these? Digital delay and looper. Does it have reverse? Oh shit. That's cool. How do I open it? Let me in. Let me in. Ugh. Joyo DC 2. Check this out. It's got a looper, mod, space, lo-fi, reverse, filter, tape, analog, copy. This is like a Line 6 DL4 in a tiny little unit. I wonder if that's why I bought it. I was probably looking for... I bet I was in like... minus the bear mode and like looking for like a way to do some fun reverse shit, and yeah, I have a feeling that that might be why I own this. And then I never I bet this was from 2017 before I moved. I bet this one got packed away. This different move, but this one probably got packed away in that move, and then I forgot about it and didn't even know I had it. Shit. Well, this one's going in the delay pedal. I'm gonna play that. That's fun. Joyo makes some fine stuff. Like, they sent me something the other day to do a video about that I'm gonna do. They sent me their wireless system, actually. Let me see this one here. And I'm gonna check it out. It's a 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi wireless transmitter thing. Klon/KTR. It's $1,000 pedal. I know, and that's why I'm gonna sell it. Like, I know it's yeah. I don't know. It's I bought that a while ago, and it's yeah. I don't use it, so I'm selling it. But yeah, so this sounds fun. I'm gonna play with that for sure. Oh, this thing, man. This was part of I know clones are sick if you're a good enough player to actually use them well. I am not. It does not my style. They don't work with my fingers. But going back to the two notes, cab M. So earlier I was talking about doing a wet dry sound with two of these because basically these have a preamp inside that's pretty good, and then a cab sim, like IR loader, cab virtualizer kind of thing. And I could put two of these on a pedal board because they're pretty tiny, and then do like a wet dry sound, a wet dry setup using those as my amps. And then my thinking was that I could actually use this thing, the revival drive from Origin Effects. So again, this is a 7-year-old project I never finished, which is probably why it was all in the same box because it was all together. This thing is nuts. This thing has so many options on it. They have a compact version of this, which I almost wish I owned instead of this thing, the major one, because I don't know if I would. this thing, this thing weighs more than a baby. I don't know if I would put this on a pedal board ever because it's so big. But using this as basically the preamp sounds, to get some like this has a valve rectified sound. This has a like silicon rectify sound, and then it has you can change your bright caps to like the British versus US. You can do your preamp as like a British versus a US. You can trim the like the actual frequencies on the cut of the bright cap. I mean, it has so many options that I was like, I'm gonna use this, kind of run it as like a Marshall, like, and then go into that wet dry sound, and see how that goes. Whoa, peace! I think my my gimbal just died. The battery on my DJI gimbal just died. I guess I should have been using a tripod. Anyway, for you guys, wow, 5 of you guys are still here. I can't believe it. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, this is fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope I got some entertainment for you as well. I'm gonna call it. I have another 2 boxes of stuff. It's not all pedals, but maybe I'll pull the pedals out of there and then maybe do this again. Yeah, there's a drawer of pedals I gotta go through. Dude, look at this. I forgot about this. I love this thing. It's an old Ibanez metal screamer. And it doesn't sound like it, but the clean tones that are not clean, but like kind of like the light drive sounds you get out of this are really fun. And I love this thing. So anyway, cheers. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you later.